When I look back, what was it, almost 8 years ago, when I looked at this company, Connie was somebody that I talked to, and her first response was like what you heard, I don't like chocolate. So that was, and now she's got over to make $1 million. And then you've got Felix, that he didn't do a thing, believe me, for 3 years, 6 months, zero. Didn't look at his back office, didn't do anything, stared at the video like this, didn't do anything. He did sign up, okay, he was smart enough to do that. The other thing that happened, when he was in Portland, he was by himself. There was nobody else there. Okay, there was no meetings, there was no group. I was in California, Connie was in California, so he was on his own. Okay, and then the other thing, when he called JJ, I remember doing a three-way call with JJ, and he did come as an associate, okay, not as a business builder. He took a couple of weeks to decide. Felix gave him a 2-week supply. And those are the, and now you look at JJ, he's gone over to make $1 million. Him and Rand got that car they won. It wasn't a lease. They won that car for that YouTube video. Okay, so you look at these incentives, and to see the growth, from the team, and then you look and you're going to hear from Paul Engelman tomorrow, and then you've got to hear from Dana and Butch and Diana and Sherm. And these have got, to me, what I want you guys to take from this is they all started just like you. They all came to a presentation, they decided to use a product and share it with 2 people. And when I look at that, and what I think is interesting with Connie, one of her main, people was Kay Wing, who was sick today. And Kay, and it's kind of going back to, the title of my talk is The One That Got Away, and Kay had never got involved in a network marketing before. And it's always your approach and how Connie decided to approach it with Kay. It was, again, making that commitment that Connie was committed and wanted Kay to take a look at this for her because it was too good to be true. Then you've got Bob, those are other ones. So you think about those 2 people is what grew. And the same with Paul. I just look at some of his key people was his family and some of his best friends. So it's not, thousands, but the other thing is, it's not working with the wrong people. Sometimes what, we've gone through the list and you make your list of people and all those things, and a lot of times you'll get all fired up. So you guys, I think my voice is going a little bit today, but you get all fired up and you will call those same 4 people that told you no, and you do the exact same approach, and you still didn't listen to their needs, and you weren't looking at where they are and what's going on in their life. You go, oh, you can make lots of money. We just have this tent full of money. And they're like, what? And what I've always been good at is circling back around and kind of looking to fill a need. Looking to deal with that person on their level. And it's all about that psychology you use and how you approach somebody and how you talk to them. And that's really is one of the main keys of this business. And one of the things I think that Diana brought up really well today is sometimes it's just that one idea. If you can get one idea that changes maybe the way you approach somebody or gives you that belief. And that's really what we're looking at is really your belief and your commitment. Like one thing that Connie did when she met with Kay, she said, I'm already committed, but I want you to look at this. And I tell you, the only thing I have different than anybody here is I did it before. So when I got involved with this company, the interesting thing is that I made over $50,000 a month since I was 30. Okay, you think about it, that's a long time, and when I got involved in this company, it was really kind of for a challenge. I heard about it in 2005. I think I just a little bit of water down up here. 2005, and thank you, sir. Nice shelf I got here. But anyway, so when I was losing my track of thought. See, okay, one of the things I was going to tell you, the thing that I do differently, that if I do and do the action, I'm going to make this kind of money. And what happened to me is both companies that I got involved with, the person that sent me the meeting, the girl that got me in this business, she called relentlessly to get me to meet. I canceled 3 times. I left her a message. I didn't show up to the meeting. I thought, I don't want a spot. I don't want a position. I don't want that carrot. And I want to do it. I'm going to, I'm in California. I want to go do stuff in the restaurants, the movie business, these kind of things. And she was so persistent. And what's kind of interesting, and I'm going to introduce a good friend of mine, Derrick Winkel. he was part of the reason, he probably didn't even realize it back then, that I got involved in this company. Him and I had been friends, it's been about 30 years, and we met in our first company. He was at another organization. After about 5 years, he ended up leaving that company, came back in my organization. Then I got a call from him. I was going to London, I can't remember, maybe it was 205, probably beginning 205 or 204. And Derrick said, I'm going to go meet this great guy. He kind of threw in the details, and it's with this really big networker in Utah. And I come home, and he goes, I said, hey, how'd it go? Did you meet with them? And he goes, yeah, I did. And he goes, I'm joining their company. Oh my gosh, my key guy is leaving. And one of the things that I said, well, you know, if you can go make $50,000 a month in this opportunity, more power to you. Just don't go attack my guys. You know, because he still was using the product. And that's exactly what he did. He went into that business and didn't attack my team. And he asked me, he said, why don't you come to our convention? So I went to the convention. It was a week before I heard about chocolate. And I learned all about acai berry and the plant and those kind of things. And keep looking at my time here. And one of the things that Derrick and I have kind of kept in contact during the last 7 years, and one of the things that I do is when a name hits me, for whatever reason I call him. And it was like, honestly, during a meeting, I think on a Thursday night or something, I thought, oh, I should call him and see what he's up to. And I called him, kind of the times right, Derrick, why don't you come up and kind of just tell him kind of your perspective, you know, like really circling back around. And really the importance of keeping relationships and dialogues open. And you know, and I know Derrick was probably always trying to recruit me back into his, but I'll let him kind of share his.
Yeah, I think this business is about R&R. Everyone thinks it's rest and relaxation, but that's not it. It's about remind or rationalize. That's what you're fighting against. You're here because you want to be reminded. Like JJ says, if you get one or two things from this conference, it can change your business. But another R&R I want you to remember, so my presentation is about R&R, is respect and Rolodex. You all have a Rolodex. And you need to keep people in your Rolodex, and if it's not the right time for them, just say this at the end of your conversation. Hey, it looks like we're going a different direction. Let's keep each other in the Rolodex. You never know when it might be right. Because we knew each other. We've been through Vietnam, Afghanistan, and Iraq together in this business. With that other company, 19 years, traveling international. So I'm all excited when Derrick comes sitting here by this company, and I'm thinking, I can't believe this. If he enrolled, I'd be under him this time. I mean, he'd be under me this time. But then when he called and said he was doing this chocolate deal, I rolled my eyes, but we respected each other. I didn't go out to the same people, and neither did he. Remember, don't get in a hurry. Don't get greedy. There's plenty for everybody. You just need to slow down and calm down, and the right time will come. And so then I was successful with that other company, as he was successful here, but that other company made a lot of serious mistakes. And let me just tell you right now, I've been in this industry for 30 years. There's never been a time when people are looking. Big distributors as well as the average distributor, but they're looking because there's a lot of companies that have all the sizzle, but they don't have the backup of what this company does. You don't even know what you have in your hands yet. The distributors, where'd your water go? We're friends. I'm on 3X bars, and I'm going to 9, so I'll be on. I need power bars, so I'll be okay. You don't even know what you have in your hands yet. If you've been in this industry for a while, you do, but what I like about this company is a lot of you, this is your first time. The distributor who will make the most money hasn't even enrolled yet. I know you don't believe me, but the distributors and so the distribution networks haven't even been set up yet for this. Thank you for all the pioneers. I'm from Salt Lake City. That's a lot of famous people from coming and doing a pioneer. They took a lot of arrows. They wanted to travel from Salt Lake to Provo. It took them a day and a half. It takes me 45 minutes, and I complain. I just want to thank all of you in the room for being the pioneers, because those of us who come in now, and you, if you stay with it, are going to move much faster because of the foundation you've given to us. So I don't know if there's anywhere else you want me to go, but I think it's...
No, Steph, you made me think of something where my mind goes blank. You know, you never know. Well, one of the things that I've actually been able to do, and I think this is one of the reasons to be able to create this business, is kick my own butt and not quit. The one thing I made a commitment with the first company, I wasn't going to quit until they went out of business. And believe me, I hoped a lot of days they went out of business. I know it's their fault. And same with the chocolate, you know, with our pioneering years, we had that first exploding product, and I called Jeanette, yeah, we're selling business. Like, what? Why don't you close the doors? And I can just go back to my other company, because I still have that company, and I didn't even worry. So you've got to commit 100%. I think the quote on the back of your workbook is the thing you got to do. This is not a get rich quick. That's what people in network marketing always, the reason they don't make money, they think this is different than real business. You know, I know a friend of mine spent more on a job interview than they do. Most of your new distributors do looking at their business. So they said they were going to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, and they haven't even read their manual, they haven't been on any calls. Where's my money? You know, so if you treat it like a real business, pay your dues, kick your butt, get yourself on the calls. Nobody ever calls me and says, hey, you going to get on the call, you going to do this, you going to call these people? They don't do it. And I just think everybody here, you're so dedicated and serious. And I think you just really have to focus and a lot of times not kid yourself that you're actually doing the work. Because the work is really calling the people. You know, and doing the parties and sharing the chocolate. But sometimes we get caught up in the busy work, listening to this, doing that, thinking about all the people we could call and never calling any of them. And how rich you can be if they did it or they did it. And it's just step by step. And to me, it's just regular people consuming the product. That's what you just got to look at. And that's what I always thought about. Do I personally want to use this product? 100%. Okay, and even that new starter kit, I thought the husband and wife were both on anti-aging, they're going to need that, they're going to need this. And so can I do that? And can I share chocolate with 2 people, get them to go on auto ship, and can I do the same? So when I first looked at this, I thought, I could go do this myself. If I could probably go get 50 or 100 customers on each side myself, because it's chocolate. You know, if I didn't get one person to help me. And as Derrick mentioned, when I started, and I did coach when I was at Bellman as well, we were back, 30 years ago. And he always teased me and said how stupid I was to get network marketing, right? And it was 25 guys and we were selling skincare. Not the guys I was, but the 25 guys. Okay, you can imagine how I got teased on that. So the thing is, it goes back to really just seeing the vision of what can happen with leverage. Now, you can do a quantum leap. Now, you think about Felix again, and he's mentioned this before, where he was financially. You know, at 45 years old, he was done. And his chances of changing his destiny were very, very small without network marketing. And it was able to do a quantum leap. And you think about that, in 3 to 4 to 5 years, you can quantum leap where people at the best Ivy League schools in the nation, you can make more money. If you're willing to pay the price. You know, and as Derrick mentioned, the largest person has been signed up in my organization and that other company. I was fortunate enough to have, we had, I think maybe 8 people that made $20 million on my team. And they didn't sign up until the 11th year in that company. And so it really is the largest person, especially in America. We haven't even scratched the surface.
I just thought of something JJ said as well. I hope you heard what he said. I love what you call this, Jeremy, learn to earn. But I really love earn while you learn. And it's never been better than right now because they can earn while they learn. And people need to realize that. And now you have, I think, in the front end of this compensation plan, a better way to do that than ever. They can earn while you learn. One other comment from condensing it. I really like what Jeanette said on the call a few weeks ago. Don't be tempted to sponsor people from other companies that are out there looking because they want to be paid and they want it easy because they're used to a big check. It's like the movie Rocky 3. Go back and watch it. He got beat up and then he went back to the gym and did the same thing to get back up again. You've got to get in and work. You've got to work like you're perhaps an immigrant in 1940 and you don't have anything. But you got to believe and work hard, but you can condense that in 3 to 5 years like Felix did, instead of thinking, where's my IRA going to go, what happened to my company? If you don't believe that yet, you will if you stay plugged in. You can do this in 3 to 5 years. Let's start to say that. I say front end's immediate, the middle, getting a good infinity bonus check is 6 to 12 months, and 2 to 5 years for the, what do you call it here, Yeah, the matching bonus. Yeah. That's 3 to 5 years. Just get that in your head. Don't be worried if you're not making a ton of money in 1 year on that end, but you can make it all along the way. And again, this is the company to do it. So. And
just in close, just what you guys remember, there's not that many times when you get to go from a company that's going from small to big. that we've got 7.5 years, we've done the pioneering, you've seen the pioneers that have made great money. Now, what can happen if you get in, we're innovative, we're coming out with brand new breakthrough skincare line. Jeanette's always coming out with great things. So I really want you to internalize where you're at and really take action. Because one thing that I always thought back, and this in 1989, when Derrick and I were, before our company went into momentum, I kind of got tired out, and I always kept thinking, what was I thinking? Some of the new people came in energy, and they just went crazy, and I paid a lot. Some of them went on to make $180,000 a month, and it was because no one knew about it, and then overnight it just seemed like it kind of happened. So I encourage people, right now you can call anywhere in this country. It's pretty wide open. Like someone said, they're the only person in Maryland. This is kind of it. So, we'll be around all weekend to answer questions and really thank everybody for all your interest. We're going to help you reach your goals and your